What's going on, family? We back on here with the Juke, man. Today we're gonna be doing a preview video on the Giants versus the Commanders. I got my boy J Rez in the building. How you feeling, J Rez?
What's going on? Feeling, it's a little under the weather. It's the hardest point of the season right now. So.
Last time we did a preview video, we ended up losing that game, so I'm hoping this is a little change of tides. But it's a big week this week, so that's why I needed to bring somebody on here. But before we dive in real quick, man, if you are not subscribed, man, subscribe down below. Road to 1K is still active. Hit 300 recently. We still trying to go up and out. Make sure you're liking this video, trying to push this content out there, and comment down below your predictions for this game, man. I know the Giants been skidding lately, but this is where the real Giants fans show themselves, bro. When we were winning, everybody was out. Now that we're losing, man, everyone's trying to dug back into their holes and start hating on Daniel Jones again, bro. Like, I'm tired of the slander. Like, this team has so many holes, and yet if we lose one game, it's on this man. So I'm gonna save that for the actual episode, though. So before we dive in, man, what you got? What you got on this team overall?
Bruh, don't even get me started. I literally seen a post of the Ravens. Somebody's venting on Lamar Jackson and his situation, and I literally commented under the post. If we were talking about Daniel Jones, these points would become invalid. Same points. No receivers, no nothing. I can't stand for the slander either. But these other holes need to be very much addressed after this postseason.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks that we didn't secure that wide receiver. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about, the wide receiver that I think is going to have a big game that really needs to show up this week. We'll get to that.
Yes, sir. So one of the biggest things for me, bro, last time we were on this pod together and we did a preview, we were 6-1, bro. Now we are 7-5-1. We managed to to only win one game and tie with the same team that we're playing with this week. Like, what's been going on with the Giants, man, has just been terrible. And I think one of the biggest reasons you could dive into is just Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley has not been himself lately. I don't know if it's injuries. I don't know if the injuries to the offensive line is the biggest thing. All I know is, bro, he's back to tiptoeing. It's looking like what he was like last year. And the biggest thing I can look at is he recently surpassed 1,000 yards and broke into that, and he was leading the league in rushing. Now your boy is like third or fourth. And he's put together probably in the last 3 games, he probably rushed for 100 altogether. So definitely Saquon Barkley has to get a rolling if we want to get this W, man. What do you think about Saquon so far? He had a dominant first half of the season. And recently, bro, I don't know. It looks like old Saquon of last year or something.
Yeah. Man, I don't want to rip too much into him because I feel like, the line play has been very terrible as of late. Like, we got Andrew Thomas giving up a couple sacks as of late since the last time we talked. He was sackless throughout the season at that point. But, yeah, he hasn't been running as harsh as he was, that goal line 2-point conversion when he put that shoulder down and really got through. I haven't seen that same type of running. When we had Gary Brightwell in, he had that type of running. So maybe we should, have a 1-2 punch back, 1-2 punch combo in like the Bradshaw and Jacob days.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
What gets me is that the thing is, it's not even about that 1-2 punch. For me, it's just I see Brightwell breaking off 10-plus yard runs. And I don't see that out of Saquon, bro. Like, I understand that the offensive line has not been. We're dealing with Nick Gates, John Feliciano, and Glowinski. Glowinski, he needs to go find another team, bro. Like, he was looking all right, like, in the beginning of the season, but I don't think I was watching because right now he looks like dog water. But to see Brightwell break off some big runs with that offensive line and seeing Saquon not be able to, it kind of got me thinking, like, yo, like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But staying on the topic of the offensive line, obviously, whole lot of sacks that are given up, especially against the Commanders last time we played, man. Darren Payne, Jonathan Allen, they were just eating up our offensive line, and they were eating up Daniel Jones, bro. Daniel Jones was able to obviously make some things work. We ended in a tie. I don't like ties, but overall, I feel like he had a solid game against the Commanders last time. Going into this game, I definitely expect a little more production out of him, especially knowing that Saquon looks like he's 100% healthy right now. They were talking about his neck, and he said that he's fine now. But going into this game, like, what are you expecting out of Daniel Jones in order to actually win this game? Because we ain't going for no tie, bro. We're trying to win the game. So what do you think about that?
Well, similar to the year already, it's undebatable. Like, Daniel Jones has been playing great. I think he's going to continue to play great despite the circumstances that he's in. He's never been the problem. One of the few bright spots on this team. So I think he's going to have a good game. The only issue is I hope that the rest of the team plays to the same ability so that way all that has a win behind it to show for it. Because that's the problem with Daniel Jones. He plays great, but we never have a win to show for it. ever have like a 300-yard plus passing game to show for it. But he's there. He's doing what he got to do. So I think that's going to be consistent. Daniel Jones, he's going to do his thing, throw it down, need Isaiah Hodgins to go ahead and step up and be that wide receiver one. For now, yeah.
Yeah, for me, like, a lot of people like to hate on Daniel Jones. I root for the guy. If it's me, if we sucked enough to get a top guy in this draft, I would personally. I don't think you would. You said that you don't want to because how many holes are on this offense. But for me, if there's another guy, I'll go out there and get him. So I'm not 100% bent on Daniel Jones. But I'll tell you, we won too many games to even think about that. That's already out the window. We're not getting no C.J. Stroud. Anthony Richardson maybe, but that's a project, bro. Like, if you guys want to continue to lose for the next couple of years, then go do you. For me, I just know this guy has been playing well enough to at least stay in the position and win some games, especially if he goes out and he wins this Sunday night. The biggest thing with him is overcoming an offensive line that's leading the league, third most sacks given up in the league. Like, he's on pace to be sacked over 50 times this season. Like, it's hard to win when you have that stuff around you. And then you look at the turnovers. Daniel Jones used to turn the ball over left and right. You don't see him throwing picks, but now people are getting on. Oh, he's not throwing picks. He's not throwing the ball as much. Which one do you want? Like, literally, which one do you want, man? You know, I just hope Daniel Jones is able to, on prime time, he hasn't won a game at all. But this is his first Sunday night game. Like, he's played Thursdays and stuff like that, but this is his first Sunday night. If he wants to make a statement, this is the one. National television against the Commanders, who historically he has a good record against. I think literally he has one loss and one tie against the Commanders. Yeah. And we already know that one loss, you think about Darius Slayton dropping the ball in the end zone. And you think about the tie, you know, how many times, like, something could have went our way to win the game, and it didn't. You know, I always like to say good teams find a way to win and bad teams find a way to lose. We weren't winning that game, bro, but we tied. But yeah, man, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones has to be a big component if he wants to at least show this front office that he wants to get paid a contract. He needs to ball out, man. But switching over to the other side of the ball, bro, what do you think about the defense expectations against the Washington Commanders offense? You know, last time we're kind of pretty much running it back with the same defense that we played. You know, I wish Xavier McKinney was supposed to come back, or Adoree Jackson. It looks like they're both going to be out of it. So what are your expectations for the defense?
Man, I think right now our defense is in shambles. Like, I wouldn't go ahead and point the blame at Wink Martindale with his scheming. I think more it's with our defense, we have too many people to account for that are injured and not playing. Like, no matter how you draw up the game plan, if you don't have the players to execute and the talent to do what it has to be done, it's not going to be done. Mm-hmm. So we want to get that pressure in. Heinicke this week, you know, is one of more mobile quarterbacks that you could see within the league. So when we get that pressure in, biggest concern is when they roll right or left, they buy some extra time and their receivers really get open because we don't have men that can cover. So it's going to be a rough one. People need to step up this week. That's the stretch for the rest of this season. We have a lot of players that don't deserve a spot on this team, but we have to because we're drawing thin. So they really got to step up and at least play average so that we can manage the game some sort of way.
Yeah, man. When I look at it, like you said, Taylor Heinicke, I don't know what it is. We were shutting him down in the second half, but in the last 2 minutes, bro, he just turns it on. I don't know what it is, bro. He turns it on, and he wills. I remember it was like 4th and 4, and he threw like a corner pass to freaking Curtis Samuel for a big first down. Like, those plays are plays that I think people want Daniel Jones to make. And, you know, the thing is that when you have a Curtis Samuel being guarded by a Zion Gabriel, whatever his name was, you know, I never heard of him until that game, bro. When you have a Curtis Samuel lined up against him, you can get those matchups and be able to make a throw. For us, we have a Richie James going against a freaking William Jackson. He's not even on the Commanders anymore. But my point is that we have a Richie James. Richie James wasn't even signed to anybody last year. You know, little things like that. Like, Daniel Jones, this is what he's working with. But sticking it to the defense, man. Like you said, Taylor Heinicke, when he's able to buy some time, you know, he's able to actually make some throws. The biggest thing with Wink Martindale is that he likes to blitz and get the ball out fast. So what's the other, like, kryptonite for that? If they have extra time when you're blitzing, you're done. Like, there's going to be guys open, but the point is that when you blitz and you make that quarterback get confused and get sacked, that's when you can succeed. But if we blitz and he has extra time, able to roll out, do whatever he has to do, that's when we don't have guys that can plaster. Adoree Jackson, that was a big loss, and it's still going to be a big loss going into this game. But I feel like the biggest thing for us is making sure our defensive line eats this game, man. Like, that is the biggest thing. Kayvon Thibodeaux, Azeez, they both had really great games last time we played, so I'm hoping they're able to repeat that this game. But also, man, Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams, he didn't play last game. He's looking to come back this week. We need to slow down the run some way that we can, man. Like, this running defense, this rush defense is bad, but we need to somehow, some way, at least keep it a little bit close, because we can't just have them take the time of possession away. And our offense already struggles with the ball in their hands. I don't need them to struggle with a less time in their hands. You feel me? So what do you think about, obviously, like Kayvon Thibodeaux and Azeez Ojulari?
Man, they've been playing great. I love Kayvon's, like, his presence, his gameplay. First step is really fast. It's amazing. We really need a lot more of that. I see a lot of the times that he's there. He has the pressure, but he's like that one hair away from getting that tackle. And it frustrates me because I'm like, it's not on him at all. He is a rookie, so you can't really expect the best and the greatest out of him yet, but he's definitely going to be a staple of this defense along with Azeez Ojulari, with the statement of the year that he had last year. So if we can get some more of that gameplay, it's going to be amazing. The only bad thing is that when we're missing at least one of the guys of our line, example, Leonard Williams, you can definitely see the difference in the game. Like we saw last week with Philly, they were able to literally do anything they wanted on us. They were playing a game. It looked like a backyard football game that we were doing. They did this, that, and put over there. So we got to stop them. D-line really needs to step up, do what they got to do, create some time. And the corners, you already know, just play average. Just average play. That's what we're asking for.
We played Philly last week, bro. Did we play Philly? I forgot. I'm not even thinking about last week, bro. I'm throwing that out in the trash, bro. We didn't play Philly. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm over here huh?
Bro, it's been a struggle.
Bro, we didn't play Philly, bro. I don't know if we talking about Madden. That was a Madden score right there, bro. I don't even know if that was a real game. I can't name to date a butt whooping that bad on the Giants side. But that's in the past, bro. We're just gonna leave it in the past. But overall, man, like I said, I think the biggest thing with Kayvon is seeing how close he is, like you were saying, and his pressures are up there. Like, when you stack him up against other rookie defenders, like, he's literally right behind Aiden Hutchinson, which Aiden Hutchinson was the number 2 overall pick. So Kayvon Thibodeaux, I know, is going to push through eventually. And even like you saw last game, he was able to sell a holding call, which he hasn't been able to get any of those recently, like in the beginning of the season. So it's a progression, man. Some rookies shoot out the gate and they just are able to get everything. Some rookies actually progress. You look at Evan Neal. Evan Neal is struggling a little bit, but the same way Andrew Thomas struggled, I expect him to correct that and hopefully be able to be better. We need him to be better Sunday, but hopefully moving forward, he will be better as well. So yeah, man, that pretty much wraps up everything though, over on offense, defense. So last but not least, man, what is your score prediction, bro? Are the Giants going to be able to get the dub? What are you thinking, and what is it going to take for the Giants to win?
So, along with the team playing good, the biggest thing we need in this game, what I don't need a repeat of, gave me literally borderline aneurysm, is the coaching and the play calling. And Mike Kafka, oh my God, you have been on my naughty list this year. That's what I'm going to say.
Facts.
I have not been happy with him. We need to manage the game a little bit better. What really frustrated me was I forgot which game. Was it the Philly game or the Washington game, where it was right before the half? It was Washington. Right before the half, we had that opportunity to score. We were already in field goal range, so why not go ahead and take the shot and get the extra 3-4 points that you'd get from getting the touchdown compared to the field goal? But we didn't. That's such a loser mentality, such a Joe Judge mentality, and I hate to see that again. So we can't get a repeat. But deciding on how we play, I think it's very doable that we can score over 20 points with what we got. Daniel Jones, very reliable. We can count on him. Isaiah Hodgins got to step up if we have his wide receiver one play. It's looking like we can do a 24, hold them at like a. I'm not going to sell them straight. I'm going to go 24-20. Giants are taking it.
It's funny you say that because that's literally exactly my score prediction. I was going to have 24-20. You look at what it ended up being last week, or not last week, I'm so off of Philly that I'm just thinking that the Commanders, we just played them last week. Like, that's how I am right now. But we tied with them with a score of 20-20. I definitely think the Giants are able to put up more points. When you look at it, the Giants put up 20 points, or they put up 17 points right out of halftime. They didn't score anything until late. So when I look at it for us, man, we need to be able to capitalize when we can. I think we will win this game 24-20. Keep the ball in our hands, keep it out of theirs. Simple as that. I think our defense did a very good job. I think the biggest difference is obviously playing in Washington versus playing at home. That's why it was so crucial, bro. If we just won that first game in New York, it would make this game feel a lot better. But the fact that we tied and knowing the stakes of it in Washington Sunday night, bro, think about it, bro. I can't tell you the last time we watched them prime time and actually saw a dub. Like, I can't think of a last time that we had a night game and I was able to go to sleep happy. Like, this hasn't happened, bro. Like, literally hasn't happened. So, I think this will be the week, man. I think the Giants will take it 24-20, man. With that being said, let me know in the comments what you guys think, bro. What do you guys think of all the topics we talked about? Or what do you guys think about this upcoming game overall? What's your score prediction? And are the Giants going to be able to do it, man? I hope they will, man. With that being said, J-Rez, you got anything for us, bro?
Nah, bro. Let's keep our hopes up. Again, remember what the Giants team was last year. We're definitely improving. It's going to be a bright future. So let's focus on these Commanders. Just whoop them.
Yeah, bro. That's all we used to be doing. So hopefully we keep that same energy. I ain't worried about Chase Young. I ain't worried about Brian Robinson. I am not worried about Taylor Heineke. Daniel Jones over Taylor Heineke any day. Whoever wants to fight with me in the gap, fight with me with that. Comment down below, and we'll get into it, bro. But with that being said, man, appreciate you, J-Rez, for jumping on the pod with me. If anyone wants to jump on this pod, man, feel free. Comment down below. I'll reach out to you. Obviously, you got me at the Juke Instagram and the Juke Twitter over there. Feel free to contact me and we'll get into it. I would be looking to do like a roundtable with Giants fans, anything like that. I'm also cool with that. But yeah, man, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Make sure you subscribe down below. Road to 1K is still active, man. Follow the socials, like this video, and comment down below what you guys think of this video, man. With that being said, I got more videos to my left right here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Go Big Blue. What's going on, family? Back on here with the Juke, man. I'm calling all the Daniel Jones haters. Pull up to this video. Watch this video real quick. The New York Yankees lose the series. We get swept back in the third quarter. The third quarter was really when we started to make our moves. Then DeMar, banger.
Make sure you subscribe to the Juke.